I love it. There's absolutely nothing standard about that, but we'll call it the standard.
I'll hit pretty hard. I might not even need the hard one.
All right, Scotty. Well, we're asking for 3 shots, and what we'd love to know is how you hit your standard stock drive. That one where you're trying to get a little bit extra distance, maybe an extra 10 yards out of it, and then that low kind of squeeze, maybe into the wind, kind of knockdown shot.
Yeah. So my stock one, I set up pretty normal. Everything's fairly square, and I usually try and see the ball fall a touch right. But most of the time, I usually just try and pick something specific up there and just aim at it. Like right now, the wind's a little bit this way, right? What do we hit at? Is it Aberdeen? Yeah, from the walls. Yeah.
And the tee height looks a little bit lower than average.
Yeah.
But a good height.
Good height. Plenty of height on it. The one where when I try and hit it harder, I'll tee it up higher.
Okay.
This is pretty average for me, probably just above where the club is.
And what's the number that's your standard drive? Carry?
Carry probably, what do you think, Sky? 290, 295? Close to 3.
Happy
Yeah,
days.
here in Scotland, a little shorter. All right.
All right, let's see it. The standard drive.
Standard.
I love it. There's absolutely nothing standard about that, but we'll call it the standard.
I'll hit pretty hard. I might not even need the hard one.
That was phenomenal. Like frozen road.
Yeah, the wind kind of held it there a little to the left, but in the fairway.
Yeah, that's textbook. Okay, that's going to be tough to top, but let's talk about that one where you just want to winding it up, like you just want to get that extra bit of oomph out of it. What scenario would you do that in?
I mean, I would say on a hole like this, if it's blowing a little bit harder into it, I need to cover those bunkers just to take them out of play. I'd hit it a little harder. Today, I don't need to, but what I do is I'll tee it up a little bit higher. I'll typically move it a little bit up from my stance. Then I'll try and feel at the top like I'm there a touch longer and release it just a touch sooner.
Do you try and hit it any harder?
Sometimes, but most of the time it's better if I just feel it release a little sooner. I usually get a little bit more speed.
Love it. Yeah. Let's see it. Wow. That's a monster. That is humongous.
Yeah, that was hit.
That was absolutely sent. And it had a lot more height on it.
It did. Yeah, so usually if I'm trying to hit the hard one, I'm usually trying to carry something. So I'll hit it a little bit higher. Just get a little bit more distance out of it.
Do you ever do that shot if you're like on a hole, maybe with an elevated tee and it's downwind?
I usually only hit that if I need to cover something. A lot of times when the tee's elevated, I don't necessarily want it to be in the air that long. That tends to make the fairway a little narrower. So to get the ball in play, I'll usually hit it a little lower.
Okay, well that's 2 out of 2 that were phenomenal. So let's do the third one.
Third one.
That kind of squeezy one.
Yeah.
Which a lot of golfers, particularly our viewers at home, they really want to know how to play this shot because it's not easy. You make it look easy, but it's not.
So I find the straightest club in my bag, if I hit driver off the deck, it always goes straight. It's hard to curve driver off the deck.
Driver off the deck.
If you have a good lie, it's hard to curve.
I've curved it.
Right? So I'll usually tee it up a little bit lower. I mean, that's pretty much in the center of the face if I was to sweep it off the ground. And then I'll just change heights by ball speed or by ball position. So if I want to hit it really low, I'll usually open my stance and put it further back so it comes out straight. And then that's only if I'm trying to hit it extremely low. Extremely
low. Are we talking like daisy chopper?
Yes. Yeah, like we're going to take out some weeds there.
Really? Are we going to get it over the wall?
Hopefully.
Over the wall. So, I mean, in terms of like carry, this is really not about the carry. It's about the release.
It's about the chase. And most of the time, especially if we're coming to play over here, it's all about getting that ball in the fairway and getting it running.
Okay.
So this hole isn't great for it because of those 2 bunkers, but we'll try and split it.
Let's get it on the fairway and get it running.
All right.
I'm excited.
So this one, I'll hit the really low one here. So I usually choke down just a touch and I'll open my stance. Because if I don't open it, then it's going to hook.
Okay. Good tip. Very good tip. And the ball comes towards the middle. Oh. Okay, you weren't lying. That really did do some greenkeeping on its way. Scotty, they were 3 phenomenal drives. Thank you very much.
Thank you.